What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel.
I hold on to my heart, share with nobody. I don't want nobody else.
This week's episode is going to be a little bit more low-key than last week's. Last week I took you guys on Moonshine's pregnancy journey. That video was a huge deal to me, and that's why I wanted it to be the opener of the new season. And I made it more professional and production based. I set up that little backdrop. But I hope you guys know, if that was the first video that you've ever watched on this channel, that is not how things typically go. Yes, I will dress up sometimes. Yes, I like to look cute, but for the most part, I do not. I'm a train wreck. My life is a mess, and I love to keep it that way. But honestly, that's exactly why I wanted to continue this YouTube channel, is because I feel like on Instagram, a lot of this stuff has to be aesthetically pleasing, and that is kind of the point of Instagram, is to make everything look so great and cute, and it can be totally fun, and it can be kind of a creative outlet in itself, but at the same time, it doesn't really resonate with who I am now. And so I really made it a goal to get back going with this YouTube channel, because I am able to show you guys that type of side of me. And although some of you guys judge me, a lot of you guys are so kind about it, because it's just real life. I don't dress up all the time. Like, I literally put makeup on maybe one day out of every single week. I don't like taking pictures of myself all the time. I'm not the type of person that would spend 45 minutes taking a selfie to get the right one. I used to be. Just so you guys know, any selfie that you used to see on my Instagram, I probably spent 45 minutes to an hour to get the right angle, the right shot, the exact lip movement. Not me anymore, okay? And to be honest, I actually like that route more, although sometimes it feels definitely a lot more uncomfortable and a lot more vulnerable. But I feel like that's why I was put onto this earth, is to be super real with everybody around me, so that it gives them kind of like the permission, if they felt like they needed it, to also be real and to also be themselves. But with that said, so this week's episode, I want to do something a little bit more low-key, a little bit more casual. Like I said, last week's video was all about Moonshine's journey and how everything's going with her. And then I'd also mentioned that if you guys want to hear a life update about everything that's going on, you can go listen to my podcast. Well, long story short, let me back up a couple of steps. A couple of weeks ago, I launched a podcast with Katie Kepler, and this is something that we have been working on. Originally, we were going to launch it with Rachel from Old Soul, but she is insanely busy with her actual work, and so Katie and I decided to take it on. This has been something that we have been trying to launch for maybe 8 months at this point. It's been quite a long time, and we finally, as of the last couple of weeks, got it launched. I have kind of just been in this weird place lately where I feel like there's so much going on in my life that I'm just stuck. I launched the Self-Care Cowgirl, I have the Barrel Racing Planners, I have Dare to Be a Cowboy, I have Call Me Cowboy podcast, I have this YouTube channel, I have school, I have a real life, and then I have the Unbridled podcast as well. I was talking to Katie a lot about just like my entire life and my entire situation, how I'm not really feeling like I can get creative with anything, because I just, again, have so much going on. That's a really legitimate thing when it comes to business, is there is a reason why, say, Tiger Woods is known for one thing. There is a reason why Kobe Bryant or any big Haley Kinsel, they are known for one thing, one specific thing. And that is because they're able to spend all of their waking hours, all of their time, all of their thoughts could just manifest this one goal and this one dream that they had. Therefore, they were able to exponentially grow it. Whereas I sort of feel like I'm at the point in my life to where, again, I have a lot of different stuff that I love and I'm so passionate about, but at the same time, I need to minimalize, and I need to get my journey kind of to the point to where, yes, I can work on these things later down the road, but right now I need to be able to focus on whatever my priority is. So with that said, by the way, this is all kind of just like the life update in general. There's not really me getting into it. I am into it at this point. And this is going to be the first time that anybody ever hears this besides Katie and a couple of my friends. I am suspending, that is quite the bad term for it. I am halting, what is the word for it? I am temporarily, I can't even think of what word to say. I am temporarily not doing the Unbridled podcast anymore. That was just like the absolute worst way to put it. So I don't want this to be bad news whatsoever, because just like with anything in my life, this doesn't mean that this is the end of it. The Unbridled podcast is something that I will always have. I hope to be a 60-year-old woman talking in the microphone, just having a little therapy session with myself, and hopefully being able to relate to other 60-year-old women. But as of right now, I really need to focus on some of the other things that I can see getting really big right now. And the Call Me Cowboy podcast with Katie is one of those things, and we just have such good energy going with it at the moment. moment. We have some really cool plans for the NFR. One of the biggest things that I've always wanted is a co-host. I could not have asked for a better one. I feel like our personalities intertwine so well. We are both very hardworking. We're both business mindset. She's got crazy energy. It just mends so well. We have 2 podcasts out at this point. I just am really excited about where this podcast is going, so I've had to make the decision mentally to intentionally say, okay, I don't think I need to be focusing on the Unbridled podcast right now. Because for me, honestly, the Unbridled podcast was just a hobby. It wasn't something I made money off of. It was just something that I really like to do. I love to talk. So yeah, not really that big of a deal, but there's also going to be some other things that I feel like I need to put on the back burner, and I will give you guys more information about what all that looks like when I make the decision. Because like I said, this is something that's still kind of like an inner working process. This is a current life update of what's currently going on. And honestly, that's something that I wanted to talk to you guys about too, because for the past month and a half, my valley has been completely consumed with smoke, and to the point to where it's AQ of 150 to 4 to 500, which is just like the worst air quality you could possibly get. Right now, I'm able to sit outside. I can see blue sky up here. I would usually be able to see all of my mountains. I can't even see an outline of them at all. It's just so crazy because it has been like this for a month and a half. And before this, my time really just consisted of giving lessons, riding horses every single day. I was outside being active, like life was looking really good. And once this smoke came, I just feel like a full, I don't even really know how to explain it. I definitely know like the reasons for it is because I'm not going outside. I haven't done a lesson in like a month. I have not ridden my horses in the same amount of time. Okay, my card was full, so I had to go replace it. That took like 20 minutes. I am just like, I've been doing this technology thing for 6 years, a long time, and I still have not figured it out. Not to be in a pessimistic mood, okay? Because it's always figure outable. It just kind of sucks. Anyways, we were talking about the smoke. It's been really bad here. Everybody around here can't ride their horses. Barrel races have been canceled, or like have been begged to be canceled because no one can be legging up their horse right now. Okay, I gotta kill this ant. People are traveling like 2.5 hours away to go over the hill so that they can get away from the smoke or get their horses away from it. It's just really nasty and really bad. So this is a very real-time life update, and that is that I'm a little bit like struggling, and that's really the big reason why I wanted to relaunch this YouTube channel, because it's always given me a creative outlet, but also kind of given me some purpose. I don't know, it just kind of helps me put my life into perspective a little bit better, and that everything's okay. I'm very grateful for what I have. We have a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and so I feel selfish complaining about anything that I have to complain about. In my life, I have it very well. But yeah, now that this is a new season, I want to take you guys on this journey, and that means the good and the bad. I want to be able to be so real with you so that it's not just once I'm through it and everything's all good that I'm trying to preach to you how you guys can get through it. I want to show you when I'm actually in it, kind of in the depths of it, that I'm still okay, that I'm still working on it, and every day, you know, it may not be perfect, but I'm getting a little bit better. But overall, everything is good. But we are just kind of waiting for this smoke to clear up. Trying to remind myself how grateful I am to not be in other parts of the world, including in front of the fire fighting it. Just makes my problem seem very insignificant. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna take you back into my office because I want to show you a little bit. I'm gonna start cleaning it up. I'm just gonna bring you guys inside and show you a little bit of it. It's very messy right now, and I'm working on remodeling it and reorganizing it, so don't judge me. I mean, if you do, you can, but that's your own problem. Okay, so I figured I should give you guys a quick little tour before I do end up remodeling and reorganizing this place. Like I said, it's pretty dang messy, so bear with me. It's a really small space, and I don't really have a whole lot of room, so I gotta figure out some storage issues because I have inventory, shipping stuff, electronic stuff, like literally everything. So trying to figure that out right now, but in the process I just have like random piles of stuff. So so first things first, so this is the first actual like wall, I guess, of the office. I wish you can kind of see it a little bit better. Fun fact, I also don't have any electricity in here, so I have to use this guy, which is a studio light from my mom's old photography business. So that is my current light. This wall here is gonna end up being a full wall of, I don't know how to explain it, like leaves, I guess. And then I'm gonna do a neon light right there, keep that right there. This stuff right here, like this whole wall, is gonna be a couch. This stuff will be in the office, but not set up like that. So this is technically just a creative cluster, because this is going to be like all the decorations that I have for the office, but again, not in this exact spot. My main goal and plan is to keep like these super fun colors and then add gold accents. I got this Is this not the cutest thing? And turquoise as well. I did add this necklace to him or her so that it kind of matches a little bit better. Really, the idea for this entire spread right here is that I wanted to see what fits well together, because I have stuff in my home as well, my trailer, so I wanted to see what works good and what we can keep in here. One thing I will say is this breast collar I got in high school, and I don't want to use it anymore because it was on my goat horse for the most part and he is no longer with us, and so I kind of want to just hang it up. But I'll tell you what, it is hard to find a place to hang up this breast collar. I've been trying for like 2 years now. On to the next wall. We have up here on the top, we have the vintage pictures. We actually got these at a garage sale for $1 a piece. I think that they are super cool. They are very unique. Some of these pictures are pretty famous, but for only $1 each, I think it adds such a cool old school look. On this side though, next to the wall, I have my moon mirror. Keeg actually made me this. He does glass work, so I asked him for a moon shaped mirror and he came up with this, which it is so badass. So I'm going to end up putting like some lights around it. Right now we have these butterflies. It's just like a butterfly garland. I actually think that they are so cute, but I just need to fix them up a little bit. And then I just did a little dream catcher right there, but I want a bigger one so it fits better. But is that not so cute? I love this mirror and I will keep it forever. Maybe someday it'll be like in my daughter's room. Okay, moving on to a very messy part. This is my entire inventory shelf right now, mixed with sponsorship stuff, mixed with goodies. I usually definitely do not have as many pens as I have in there. Literally just yesterday I went and spray painted what these things go in. Actually, I'm gonna go show you guys. So yesterday, this is what I painted for all the pens. I have 4 of these. They used to be silver and I've brought them with me throughout like all the homes that I've lived in, or just like any of my living situations, and then I literally just repaint them so that they match with whatever. And then I painted this guy black yesterday. Used to be silver, kind of like this color. He's kind of dirty, but I painted him black, a little spray paint spritz, and I think he looks so good. Yeah, it'll be cute. And then they go up here, which I'll show you guys this in a minute. So back to this wall. Up here I have all of my planners and everything. This is what I'm trying to get more organized right now. I have like decals, lanyards, just literally all of our inventory that I need to find a good spot for that is also kind of aesthetically pleasing. I mean, it doesn't always have to be like that, but it would be nice. This really is for my cameras and everything, and the cat has completely adopted it, so there's that. Like I said, I'm in the middle of remodeling right now, and so I'm kind of just like putting things in their correct area. Like I said, this is my desk area. I don't really want to show you guys much of this wall because I have a bunch of sticky notes for future projects that are coming up, but I have a cute idea for this. Right now I have this AC unit in here and it is not cute. I will tell you that. It is really not cute at all, and I usually sit right here, and sometimes I have Zoom meetings and stuff, and this is just right behind me. Over here we have, first of all, look how cute these are. They're gifts for future birthdays and stuff. Usually this guy goes right here, but I don't think I really like him there anymore now because he kind of just sits in the corner and looks a little not good. But right now this wall is kind of just a work in progress as well. I have this here that I'm going to paint black. Right here, this is literally a makeup bag that I ended up just making for all my packaging supplies, sticky notes, just that sort of thing. So random. All this stuff is like literally the most random. I thought this little setup was cute. HB, some spurs, and yeah, there's not really a whole lot, like I said, going on quite yet. Super underdeveloped. I have just like over here a pile of pictures that I need to figure out where to put in here, and then I'm also going to be making a run to like Hobby Lobby and Michael's to hopefully be able to cop some good stuff. Right now the plan is to get this wall done, get the couch, so I can work on getting all of this stuff out to the rest of the office basically. Okay, so I'm gonna start cleaning up the office, start getting it organized. I think next week's video is gonna be kind of like more of a update. I don't want to say the final tour of the office because I guarantee by next week it's not gonna be fully done, but I definitely want to get this wall done next week, and then that way I'll be able to have a backdrop for videos like this. It'll just look so much better as well. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to get a base out there so you guys know what I started with. If you guys actually saw this whole workroom before my my office. It was like a tool shed that was just outside and completely abandoned, and we completely remodeled it. We, meaning my dad, my grandpa, and my boyfriend and my brother, completely redid the inside of it to where I can actually sit in it and there's not mice everywhere and have nice things. Now I'm trying to remodel it to where it's a vibe in here, because especially lately I've been having to spend so much time in here. I just want it to be nice and feel good and something that creatively inspires me. Like I said, next week we're gonna get this wall done and it's gonna look super good. I'm not gonna have the neon light by next week because that's expensive. If you guys have any ideas or if you have any suggestions or anything for this room, let me know, especially for storage space, especially if you own a business that's at home. I would love to hear what you do because I am like running out of space in here. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode. Like I said, it was a lot more low-key and chill, but that's kind of how I've been wanting to keep it with you guys. Anyways, guys, I hope you like this life update and this mini pre-remodeled office tour. Is that what I'm gonna call it? That is the worst name. Anyways, I love you guys so much. My arm is getting so tired. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye!